about culture and stuff, and people forget that Australia is in Asia. You know what I mean? Like, it's like England seems to think you just fly from England to Australia, but we're actually, if you look at the trees and plants and produce, that's not where we're at. Okay, let me find victory. I think victory is love, so I'm going to read an excerpt. This story somewhere else is about a family living in Singapore, an expatriate family, and now we're, it explains itself, don't worry. Dave walked towards his waiting wife. She was seated next to the mountain range in their apartment. A volcano erupting in the Philippines had sent ash that covered the clean city and tremors that caused their living room to buckle. Their apartment building had wiggled momentarily. The two lines of record-covered sized white tiles down the middle of the room raised to meet each other in a peak. She had her hand on her cheek, leaning against herself, her legs crossed closed. He hated leaving her, waking up in a bed that was not his own, TV on for light, so he would not get lost on the way to a foreign toilet in the dark, in an alien room where his body had not memorized the contours. When he was home with her in bed, they turned around all night, taking turns cuddling the other from behind, reversing spoons. He felt like he had tergiversated his family, abandoning them, like an apostle denying knowledge of Jesus Christ. He felt like he had changed his loyalties. For what? Scratchy lounge chairs in airports and mini bottles of liquor on planes? Meetings, presentations, and money? Watching new places through the windows of empty cars, being driven to empty hotel rooms, thinking of his wife. Watching her sit there, not knowing she was not alone, he thought about how he wanted to listen to music with her every day. He wanted to eat with her every meal. He wanted to hold her. He wanted her to hold him. He wanted to read books with her in bed. She sparkled. He'd once walked in on her taking a shit on the toilet, and he saw her there. He saw her sitting there and was overwhelmed and said, "You're so beautiful." Since the day they met, he wanted her around. Before she appeared, he preferred being alone or with his male friends. He always had more when she was around. The world through her eyes, everything illuminated, everything heightened. The bad, the good, drastic, mediocre. The bad, the good, drastic. Mediocre and moderation were not her middle name. For her, he strived. Okay, I'll stop there. It's going. It's like 17 pages.